Off we go. All right. Let me make sure that I'm not... No, I don't want advertising. Discord. It's free real estate. Alright. I'm just getting caught up on a couple of Discord stuff. Because I'm in the middle of a massive game in Polytopia. Discord's starting to annoy me with its ads. So, may have to find a different avenue at this rate. Because you got to make the investors happy. That is the only thing that matters in life and in... Ooh, a box. Our allowance of 66 coins. But yeah, so we now have 5 of the trophies. We are really close to completing the dartboard puzzles. We've only got 5 left. I should be able to do that in a couple days. A couple, like, real-life days. Of course, it's not happening all tonight. Tonight is the night. I'm gonna go and grab this. Grab this, grab that. Boom. Alright. So what are we hoping to do? We got a sleeping mask and a silver key. That is good. And more keys? Oh, it's the key to success. Also, one thing I need to consider is I don't think the tomb is quite a vital room anymore because we ignited all the torches. Is there anything else actually necessary in the tomb? Because I also got the note and I wrote it down. So what is my top goal for today? I think like little laundry or literal laundry with this game, it could be either way, right? I mean, if you watched the last day, yeah, it was a lot of actual like just doing laundry. I want to get the mechanarium maxed out. That is my wish. Is get the mechanarium. Now, and I'll go ahead and show it, thanks to our mega aquarium with the electric eels. That is now a power source. Ooh, quite a shocking room. The electric eel aquarium. In addition to having a bouquet of colorful fish, each tank in the aquarium is also inspired by a decor and colors of the various types of rooms found throughout the estate. The new addition of electric eels is an electrifying upgrade, making this room feel much more powerful, literally. And of course, it's now mechanical, so we can use it to power the mechanarium. How's it going, Yappy? It's good to see you again. That's a weird place for a bush. All right. So, shelter, hovel, or root cellar? That is a powerful question. That's great to hear that you're doing well, Yappy. I'm happy. That's excellent to hear. It has been hot outside lately, so I'm hoping everyone is staying safe. What's the goal for today? I want to max out the mechanarium, but as we know, we are at the mercy of RNG. But for us only being on day 38 or 39, we're doing really good. All right, I don't like the hovel. It's good. We're starting to make it to where we don't need the hovel as much anymore. So the hovel, it's not the greatest room. It's actually raining for me today. That's good to hear. Help keep the greenery of your surroundings. All right, the shelter is interesting because we can set the timer for the shelter so we can get ourselves a free gem. And we can also make it to where red rooms are not a negative for us anymore. The root cellar, of course, is nice because it gives us a whole bunch of dig spots, which, with the laboratory, does have the option of giving us a lot of allowance by giving us junk. So I think the root cellar is just the way to go. We're going to go ahead and spend the extra 2 steps just to see, is there, oddly enough, any items in here? Because green rooms all seem to have a higher chance of just giving us items. And I don't think I've actually seen an item in the root cellar, but my brain keeps telling me I have, so I'm just going to keep checking it. But no, rain is good. Alrighty. We are also still empty closet. I think we're going to go ahead and just take the bedroom here. And then we're going to go up. Ooh, the courtyard right away. I think it's a little too soon for the courtyard. We're going to go ahead and grab the pool hall. And hopefully... I'm okay if this is a dead end. We'll grab that storeroom. Because our goal is... And there's those 2 dig spots. We need a shovel. We would definitely want to save a gem. So that way we can get the conservatory. Because, of course, we haven't axed the gem cost of all rooms yet. But we want to try to get ourselves a shovel. And we're going to go to the bedroom next. Also is free, technically, with these steps. So I'm not too upset. And then, of course, we also have the sleeping mask. Ooh. You know what? Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. We'll go ahead and spend a gem for that. Because usually we'll get something here, and it's a lucky rabbit's foot. Because obviously, no bedrooms tends to be a good place for us to just find items. So lucky rabbit's foot also puts us on track of being able to find vault keys. That is always excellent. So now bedrooms are pretty good, but we are stuck with just one direction to go. So what we're going to do, we're just going to check for anything of value first. I don't see anything in the normal places. The 5th last puzzle, 12. That is rounding it to the nearest ones digit. So 6 minus 0.3 is 5.7. Well, 5.66666 rounded is 6. Perfect. 10 divided by 3 is 3.3, which rounds to 3. And this is going to round us to the nearest tens digits, so that's going to be 10. And then 10. Clever. So this is going to round to the nearest hundreds, which is interesting. Okay, so here's how this works, because 20 minus 10 is 10. No, 10, well, so 20 times 10 is 200. Minus 18 is, well, rounded to the nearest hundred is still going to be 200. Divided by 20 is 10. Wow, that's a lot of puzzles here. Again. So 10 times 14 is 140. Rounded is 100. Divided by 10 is 10. Math. Yes! And we get ourselves an electronic key card. Is this where we take a silver key? I'm just gonna gamble. Well, I guess we take the workshop because the hallway is wasted here. That's not good. Gets us a battery. We're just going to go ahead and take this battery. We do have the key card, though, so we can go to the foundation and immediately beeline south if we need to. Well, I guess we're not taking this room. Go with the pantry. So we don't get her ladyship's chambers there. As we know, we do not eat apples, just in case. Observatory is perfect here. And we're at 44 stars. Almost at 50. Oh, this is so good! Diamond is minor. Get a key. Apples are extra delish. 2 chests at the start. And additional steps, because this is supposed to be cheese! Or maybe it's pie. Okay. We're not going to eat that apple yet. But I am not liking the way that this draft is going. Okay, well, we're taking the spare green room. Look at that. There's our shovel. And then we're going to immediately start digging everything, right? Ha ha ha! No. We are looking for a laboratory. Oh, a chapel. That is such a good chapel. We're not too worried. Let us... Blessed be the pig. We're not going to go up. We are going to go... That's hilarious. This is the second time we've now gotten an empty closet. 4 items. We get a metal detector. Thank you. We get a sledgehammer. Thank you. And then we get a key and a die. And you guys were worried about the closet. Right now, we're 2 for 2 on the empty closet. Never punished. Ooh. I actually think I go ahead and just go with the passageway here. Can also go with the hallway. We'll go with the hallway. Any others? Nope. Alright, we're going this way first. Got a lot of dead ends so far. Oh, security is so good here. Yes, please. And we're going to immediately maximize security. View state inventory first. We have 2 fruits. Did I leave another apple somewhere? Or... I don't think so. Where's the second fruit? If I missed it, let me know. 2 coins. Those 2 coins are probably on the floor in this room. And of course, we know the 2 trunks are at the entrance. Main menu, keycard system. We are going to set security level to high. And even though we already have it, we're just going to unlock it just in case. I don't know of anything that would go wrong, but we never know. Just checking with the metal detector. All right. Let us... It's got to be the courtyard. Oh, it's such a good day for gems. Gems. Smash. And so far, I don't know of any labs that say, "Oh, don't open your chests because you will regret your life decisions." We're going to go straight. Ooh, the veranda. I like it. We'll take it. Gem. Where? Oh, there it is. Smash. Keys? Oh, it's coins. And it's okay if we go through even further. Ooh. Spread gems in each green room or the commissary? What am I hoping to find in the commissary? Because I already have pretty much all the items I need, so I could get running shoes, salt, and then I think the rest would be like keys and gems. I don't know if I'm super enthused about the commissary. I think I'm happier just grabbing the patio, right? I could also just redraw. You know what? We got a lot. Let's see if we get something different. I want to try to go here so I can at least get the Not the commissary, but the, what's I call it? The other green room. Oh. Why would you give me both? Which one am I valuing more? I think I'm going to value the coat check. Alright. I want to check this room. Greenhouse. You're more likely to draw green rooms while drafting. Sounds cool to me. Oh, I completely forgot to look for those gems. Wait, oh, I didn't get it. That's fine. Do we go in there? Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and head down into here. So we don't have the broken lever. But we can go straight through here. So that's cool. We're gonna go ahead and grab that. Ah, watering bucket. Even more gems. I think we're fine on gems. And another gem. Yeah, we're doing fine on gems. I love my green room strategies. Gonna be honest, I think we're gonna go through security because it's less potential backtracking later. Watering can. We're gonna go and get ourselves the gem, but I'm not gonna run back and forth. Apple there. That's where an apple is. Okay, so we know where one apple is. Special key. I think so, right? We take a silver key to be safe. Ooh. How many mechanical rooms are we at? We're at 1. We're only at 2. I think I go with the Great Hall here. And then we're going to go straight forward. We're going to open this door. There we go. Nice. Alright, that works for me. You know, I don't look up enough. I look up every once in a while, but there are some rooms I just don't. Would open this door. Ooh. That works for me. That's a good room. And we're going to go north. Let's see if we can get these attached. The Cloister of Rhina. I'm going to take it. But I don't think I go straight forward yet. We need to go backwards to this hallway. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, hopefully we curve with the laboratory. Ugh. Mechanarium is no good here. I could take a bunk room get me a lot of steps. Can also take the boudoir, but bunk room makes it to where I have to go through the Great Hall to here. Because remember, we're trying to get to her ladyships. I think I'm going to go ahead and take the bunk room, because I also have the Lucky Rabbit's Foot. So this room should give me a lot. Gem. There's usually sometimes something on the floor. There was. That's probably it in this room, but we're going to check. Never tried climbing this ladder. Okay, well, I mean, it was kind of worth the steps. We got a lot of steps back. I'm actually still looking for a laboratory. You know what I could do? Is... I think we go ahead and log it to network. I keep forgetting that I could do this. So that way I don't have to get the laboratory anymore. Let's log in to the laboratory from here. Remote terminal access. View active terminals. We're going to go to the laboratory. I'm honestly hoping to get something for... Alright, so experiment setup. I honestly want something for digging up junk. Continue with experiment. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, permanently add 1 gold to the allowance. Whenever you draft a shop room. Unfortunate. Get 1 key for every 2 hallways. We'll get a couple more. I like not having to worry about anything. But this also means we now go ahead and eat this apple. And we just dig up everything whenever we want to. Gonna gamble. We're gonna go this way. Who doesn't like gambling? I hate gambling. Another core yard here. Each time you enter the dormitory after drafting a whatever that room is called, gain 10 steps. Let's redraw. We'll take the corridor here. Chamber of Mirrors. You can now draft a second copy of rooms you already have in your house. Have I already drafted this? Let's just... I hate it. Is pushing it from a different direction do anything? Or is it still the same exact room? Alright. So now we know the Chamber of Mirrors is a room I need to draft. and get to it from every which way, shape, and form. That's cool, though. I like it, but I also hate it. We're going to go ahead and water this room. And I only hate it because we're going to save that in case I can get the secret garden key. But please, could I, like, get into the room? Spare green room. Sure, we'll get a second copy of that. I feel a little luckier. We're gonna get a gem. We're gonna get this lever. Oh, man. It's a broken lever. So I have the battery pack. I think... Do I want to make the better shovel and then just dig everything up? I'm not going to lie, I think that's what I want to do. I think I just want to go all the way back to the workshop and then just make the better shovel. So we're going to just do that. We'll spend these steps. We have the steps to do it. I will have the full luxury. Plus, we'll also break open those... My bad. I'm going to break open those chests at the entrance. Here's the 2 coins that I completely missed. And since we don't have to worry about junk, we're just going to dig everything up. Alright. Shovel, broken lever, battery. Jackhammer. And I'm just going to quickly work. Okay, let's look up the workshop. I forget. All right, combinations. I don't have that. Don't have that. Law. Don't have that. We don't have that. Shovel plus compass. Well, I don't have that. I forget what the dowsing rod does. It makes this easier for us to find rooms with items. Okay, yeah. So there's like no other items I'm actively looking to get. All right, we're still going to go the rest of the way back to the entrance to go to the root cellar. Because, again, there's a chance that there'll be something good. Now, as a reminder, we're hoping to get her ladyship's chamber. And I do have a dice. But by us getting this better shovel and digging everything up, we will make it that much easier for us to actually get dice. Speaking of which, there's our dice. There's a gem, so we can get a greater allowance. And then just get the more expensive rooms. There's a note here. Have I never... Wait. Search continues. Author and illustrator uses whose fanciful stories named Marianne Marigold was last seen by a Friday getting into a carriage after a lake. No sign has been found yet. Interesting. How have I never seen that? Has that note always been there? There's an old shoe. More dice. Good. Coin. Keys! That's a lot of keys! Yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. I think that's it. Alright. all the way back to the entrance. Oh yeah, where I still need to smash. Smash. Car keys! So if we find a garage... I would prefer to find the boiler room and then the garage. There's nothing of value towards the bedroom, but there is stuff in this storeroom for me. It's a lot of gems. Yep, we're gonna go straight forward. Continue digging all this up. More pebbles. It's a lot of gems. Let's just get all the most expensive rooms, I guess. Maybe if I can also find a map, that'd be great. The secret garden key! We have found it. So if this room here is locked, that'll be perfect for the secret garden. What about the Cloister of Rhina's secret garden? Is that a combination that is a thing? I don't know. Because I'm still trying to figure out how to get into the center of the cloister, but I haven't found anything that would help me out. Pebbles. There's nothing in the closet, right? Yeah. Not anymore. Nothing in the bunk room. It's actually no dirt in there. We're just gonna go this way first. It's a lot of gems. Accidentally clicked outside of my game. There we go. I do need to consider getting more steps soon. I think we're going to go ahead and just risk grabbing it. Retrieve. And we'll just come back here. We just got to always make sure we have enough steps. Just in case. It's a lot of keys. Yeah, we're definitely fine. The last thing I have to worry about, honestly, is just my steps. Trees found inside will never shade. The gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coins. So toss away these sheets. You find a worthy trade. Just trying to see if there's an actual useful clue there. Well, if I have to... It's fine. We have enough keys. We're going this way. I would rather use a key and go through here than 3 steps. That is how we are doing in this run. I wonder if making a secret tunnel into the cloister would be the way. Like, there's got to be some way in. The other question is... Nah, we're not going to use the secret garden key here. We're going to go this way. The downside about getting the jackhammer is we don't seem to get turnips anymore. I wish we still had a chance to get turnips. Let's increase our allowance. Oh, is it in there somewhere? Oh, it's in the Chamber of Mirrors. Right. I can't tell you how much this is actually frustrating me. I have to leave this room. Okay, we're leaving this room. So, I actually have a weird issue where if I feel trapped, it triggers something that is not good. And it makes me anxious. Alright, come on. Give us good rooms. The aquarium is good. The aquarium is very good. We're going to go ahead and take that. I feel even luckier. That's true. That is so true. Look at all these items. I'll take this. I'll take this. I'll take this. I'll take this gem. All right, we're gonna go ahead and dig that. Is this actually a power source? Do I not need the, Alright, we're gonna look for either a room that goes straight or her ladyship's chambers. Do I take the courtyard here? Secret Patches seems like a good play. Leads to a room of color of your choice. Ah, you're right! You know what? I wish I was as smart as you. Good job, Yoppy. Because then we just... yoink. That gets us exactly what we want. You're right. It gets us exactly what we want. There it is, her ladyship's chambers. I have never noticed this arch here. I'm not gonna lie. I've never noticed that arch. Does it never end? I need to get to the school and figure out what this means again, because I remember it was like the galaxy map. Gain an additional effect of each constellation observed in the observatory. All right. You all ready? We have it. Oh, never seen it before? We've gotten that once before. So I have actually gotten the telescope. I just need to go back to the observatory, I think. But, I don't know. We have the key. Her Ladyship's Sleep Diary. January 17, 1979. My dear diary, after countless sleepless nights and failed home remedies, my physician has urged me to document my sleeping routines to the various bedrooms of our estate. It is his hope that by tracking the caliber and length of my sleep in each room, together we may come to a deeper understanding of my condition, and perhaps, with luck, find a more favorable environment in which I might finally find some amount of rest. Clara. My dear diary, to begin, I thought it best to start with my own room, despite already knowing how unsuitable it has been for my sleep of late. Perhaps it is all the old memories that linger here, as it is impossible not to think of home among so many mementos of my youth. Nonetheless, I find comfort in gazing at the stars before dozing off, and it pains me— that is a clue— and it pains me to consider that if this trial is successful, it may be one of the final occasions that I sleep here. Sleep duration, 2.5 hours. Quality, peaceful despite brevity. Observable effects. I awoke the following morning with 10 less steps, but also observed an additional star in the sky. Does ending your day in a bedroom cause additional effects? Dearest Diary, last night I retired to the guest room, as I have yet to gain the courage to ask anyone to surrender the room to me, even for a night. This bedroom is a cozy space, normally reserved for guests staying the weekend. However, I found, despite having a choice between 2 beds, that neither proved to be comfortable. I must speak with Herbert about this, as our guests deserve, at the very least, as much comfort in their stay as we have. Sleep duration, 4 hours. Quality, very fragmented. Observable effects, nothing special. That's crazy. That's never happened, right? I think I've just never ended it in the... My dear diary, it was strange to sleep in the childhood room of my late husband. The room was just as I had imagined it from the stories he told me growing up with an elder brother. Herbert informed me that the room has remained untouched, almost identical to when they both occupied it, to avoid any accidents. I slept in the bottom bunk, as climbing ladders is not as easy as it used to be. Despite my exhaustion, my thoughts of Simon kept me through most of the night. Sleep duration, twice the usual. Quality, 2 times as restless. Observable effects. The next morning, I went to the family tomb to visit his grave and was surprised to find a flower already laid. Fascinating. I could not bring myself to ask Hartley directly if I could borrow his room for my sleep study. The mere thought of it was mortifying. Instead, I decided to roll the dice, as he often puts it, and wait for his night off to sneak into his room to nap. The experience of sleeping in a servant's room was thrilling, but the fear of getting caught was overwhelming. Every little noise startled me, and I couldn't manage to sleep for more than a few moments, fearing Hartley would return at any time. Maybe an hour of rest. Quality, terrible. Effects. About half the following steps the following day, I also discovered a stray die has found its way into my pocket, which was hardly shocking given Hartley's history. My dearest diary, I have to confess that I was initially hesitant to spend the night in the Baron's room. It's extravagantly showy, with every surface adorned with gold, and every piece of furniture so large it seemed almost comical. But as I lay down on the enormous bed, I was surprised to find that I felt entirely at ease. Even the absurdity oversized pillows were somehow comfortable, propping me up just right so that I didn't feel any strain on my neck or back. I slept more soundly than I have in weeks, and I woke up feeling generally rested for the first time, what feels like forever. Sleep duration 8 whole hours. That's a good night's rest. You should sleep in the master bedroom. The best in many months. Observable fact. I woke feeling very refreshed with more energy and more steps than normal. As fate would have it, just as I have begun to make progress on my quest of slumber, a most joyous event has interrupted my progress. My beloved daughter has given birth to a son, and has requested my presence in town to assist her during this exciting but demanding time. For now, I shall take my leave of the bedrooms of Mount Holly, but I am certain, dear diary, that one day I shall return. Lady Clara Epson, grandmother. This is the outside room. But why does it say it goes in all 3 directions? It doesn't. There's one that does, and it's the shop, because I exploded a wall. Because we know where this is. We know the bridge. This leads to the garage. Goes the tomb. The tomb, it goes underground. The tomb is an immediate staircase. So I would assume the tomb doesn't count. We're going to use this page. Ladyship. Mine equals minus 10 steps plus 1 star. Guest equals nothing. Bunk. I'm just gonna bunk equals flower in tomb, which is interesting, because does that mean I should be trying to do that? Servants equals half steps plus 1 die. Master equals more steps. So we also have maids equals and then here's another question. Aquarium equals, because the aquarium is technically a bedroom. So let's pull up R. So if we go to bedrooms, these are the technical bedrooms. We have bedroom. We also have bedroom. Bedroom equals nothing. Ooh, I need to erase these letters because I'm using the page from one of the letters from the gallery room. Boudoir equals. But does boudoir even have a bed? It has no bed. No bed. Guest bedroom, nursery. Nursery equals Am I misremembering this? Guest bedroom, bunk room. Yeah, okay, so that only gives us 5, but there's still more. So technically, so in bedrooms, there's technically 8. Nursery, boudoir, guest bedroom, bedroom, of course, servants, bunk, ladyship, master. So that's those. But if we go to red rooms, we also technically have the maid's chamber. It still has a bed. Dormitory. Dormitory equals. Found floor plans, none. Hovel. The hovel is technically a bedroom. I'm not saying these are all going to do something. But if we're looking at all the rooms that potentially can go in directions, not the trading post. The hovel can't. It can go maybe one direction. The schoolhouse really would be the only one that could. But I think... and I'm going to put drawing next to the hovel, the word next to the hovel, because I think this is the clue. I'm here. This game confused me. Stick with learning Stellaris, right? So... here's the thing. This is telling us sleeping in a bedroom gives us additional effects. So now I'm going to keep my eye open on that and try to end my day in a bedroom for a specific kind of beneficial effect. But at the end of this, at the end of the diary, I'm gonna, here, let me make this text smaller. Diary drawing with a question mark. Because the hovel is the only bedroom that we can draft outside. Meaning, I need to end my day in the future in the hovel and figure out what goes on. I'm happy with how I'm doing. I just have somewhat weak navy still. So, for your navy, make sure you really, for a very strong fleet, you need to make sure you have more than enough alloys. Alloys are going to be your main draining force. Followed by that, you need enough energy to maintain said fleet, and you also need to make sure you have enough minerals in order to make enough alloys. You also need to have enough consumer goods. So those are the basic things you're going to need. You don't necessarily need to focus on food. All right. So we successfully got to her ladyship's chamber. Secrets from beyond the grave. That was definitely a clue. So the next outer room we're drafting is going to be the hovel the next chance we get. Also, somebody's trying to say something. Oh, it was livestock. That's what it says. I see what's going on. Alrighty. Allowing alloys are decent, but could always be better. Yeah, you could probably make some better alloys. Focus on that. What are we going to do with the Cloister of Rhina? I think we're going to go straight upwards and get the garage. Because these eels here are actually powering the rooms. Like, look at this. This is actually... the rooms are being powered. So I want to continue from here. So I have an option here. We take the garage, and that ends the power train. Also gives me 3 keys. Or I re-roll for any kind of room that can continue the pushing power through. and hopefully split up in 2 separate directions. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the same again. None of these. We're going to do the same again. Wow, this is just bad. Wow. We're gonna grab the courtyard so I get more dig spots. That was lousy. That was the exact opposite of what I was wanting. But I think I've also learned that using the dice makes it to where... Another courtyard? Oh, I forgot about the Chamber of Mirrors. I'm hoping to get more dice, not gonna lie. Hey, got a die. Hey, we got even more dice. Woohoo, got another dice. Pretty much exactly what I was hoping for. We're gonna go this way first. The commissary! Sure, we'll take it. I think we have enough coins for whatever. Oop, there's a key here. There's literally nothing else for me to buy here. It's just... Wow. This is the worst commissary I've ever had. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna take the courtyard here. Courtyard's just better. Our billion... Alright, key. No, no key. I don't have the dogs. I'm gonna redraw here. We're gonna redraw. The veranda! Let's increase our allowance. Alrighty. We'll get them night. Woohoo! Conservatory. Proceed. Passageway is common. Library is unusual. Dormitory is standard. I don't dislike any of those. Those are all exactly where I think they should be. Courtyard, I guess. Another courtyard? Sure, we'll grab another courtyard. Why not? I could always use another. Another courtyard? Sure, why not? What's that? You said another courtyard? Here, let's get our gems. Ooh, we got dice. Another. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I currently have 7 courtyards in. I want to take the drawing room here, right? Nah. Should have taken it. There's the office. That improves our allowance. Also allows us to go in here. What am I looking for? There's the key. Do I even need this gem? I really don't. Okay, so we can go into the antechamber if I just want to, which I do. We're gonna use the secret garden key here. Just so I have access. And then we get fruit everywhere. So we have all the steps we ever could possibly want and or need. We'll go ahead and get this door open. I should have taken that garage while it was powered. I need to do that again. So I also have the car keys. I don't know if anything else has to be done, but... Oh no, I gotta use a key. Ooh, a freezer. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of want to take the freezer here. There we go. Now what if we get the furnace? Dang! We'll take the patio. Do I take the pool hall just so that way I solve another puzzle? I'm looking for the furnace. Let's get the furnace. Is today Tuesday? Oh. It's today Tuesday. There's supposed to be 3 guards on Tuesday, and I don't know what day it is. What's this? I'll take that. Yoink. Mm-hmm. There's a note there. It's Friday. It's oddly enough, it's not about what real life day it is. Alrighty. So that does it for our steps. What else am I needing to do here? Because, for example, I don't have to believe in gravity. Sure. We did finally draft the freezer, though, so that is important for us. But we definitely want to melt the freezer. I think thawing it all the way is important. Alrighty, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to go back to coat check. We're going to head back to coat check and check something in. The best thing for us to check in is going to be the lucky rabbit's foot. Melting the freezer sounds dangerous. Bedroom benefits? Yes. We also want to use... Oh, we also need to go back to the Hall of Mirrors, which is very easy for us to do. We're going to go and also dig this. Those are some big keys. Alright, we're going to go down. We're going to go over. Because this did open up this room. That's the end of that adventure. So, for us to get to wherever I'm supposed to get to, I need to get to this room in all different directions. So, good to know. A very interesting room. So let's get back to coat check. So we're just going to go straight across. We also have a lot of money and gems for tomorrow. And I honestly believe the best item for us to check in is going to be the lucky rabbit's foot. Because we no longer need her ladyship. We no longer need her ladyship's diary. Ooh. Yum. We no longer need her ladyship's diary. Well, going to King Island. Look at smaller Six Flags. Apple. Banu. Banu. So, I'm not gonna lie, despite the aquarium being a bedroom, I don't think the aquarium's gonna do anything for me. I think I would rather try resting and in the nursery and figure out what goes on there. Right? Actually, let's go to the chapel. I want to go to the chapel first and see if there's anything I can do. Like pray at her statue or something. Or at her... No. Okay, I also did get her ladyship's chamber, and I also did draft the office. So we can go back to the entrance to go all the way downstairs and change my power to the king. Because I'm pretty certain we drafted one of each room, right? We got the bishop. The rook is... Did I not draft a room with the rook? Well, I think, no, the conservatory would be one for the rook. So, and then I've got plenty of rooms with the pawn. So we can change my power to be the king power, because I think that's what I need in order to more easily get the mechanarium leveled up. However, how many rooms have I still not drafted? We've got all those. A green room has not been drafted. Did we draft everything? There's actually a chance I've drafted everything now. Oh yeah, and a knight's room. Oh yeah, telescope. Got it. Okay, I think I see how that works. But now I'm curious. Let's find an apple somewhere. Hopefully. Hopefully there's an apple somewhere that I can eat. Because are apples like extra, extra delicious? How many rooms are left? Explorer's Trophy. I've got 4 rooms left. Apple? Ready to go in here. Apple! This is get 5 or 8. That's cool. And then we would be getting extra steps everywhere. We're gonna go downstairs. Let's do something I didn't think I would actually end up doing. We're going to shift our power to the king power. There it is. All right. So I have a new permanent power available to me. No. No. So the knight give us the armory. The queen, no, I don't need. So the king, each day you may choose a color. Rooms of the chosen color are more likely to be drawn while drafting. We have accepted the banner of the king. All right, so that's good there. I didn't find any new clues for the other thing. So to go back upstairs. Alrighty. So I don't think anything's gonna happen if I sleep in the aquarium, specifically because it doesn't have a bed. Well, technically it has a bed in it, because it's one of those mini rooms inside of it. I think I'd rather sleep in the nursery and see what happens. We also know that next chance I get, so we still have enough time for one more day. Is there anything else I need to do? In the coat check, we deposited our lucky rabbit's foot, so that is good. It's not Tuesday, so we're not going to be able to do whatever the closed exhibit stuff is going to be. I don't know what I need to do for the Cloister of Rhina. I need another clue. The game needs to give me a clue, and I'm sorry, I'm too dense and I'm too dumb. I haven't figured it out yet. Secret garden, nothing there. We got the freezer. We at least have it unlocked. The nursery is going to be this away. And we are specifically going to call it a day here in the nursery. The garden excavation site. 52 excavated dig sites. Save and continue. Okay, come on. Be good. Be nice to me. Day 41. Wait. Were we going on to day 40? Did we skip a day? Hold on. Did we just skip a day? I have a 192 gold. Alrighty, I have now acquired this lucrative resource called dihydrogen monoxide. As the name implies, we'll break it down. The first part, di. Alrighty. Yeah, so we're starting the day off with 53 gems, 192 coins. I think we can... I'm not gonna lie, it would feel like a massive waste to start off with the hovel. How long has that light pole been there? Interesting. Ooh, the shrine. And there's also the hovel. I think this is just a day I pick up the tool shed, because I still technically have 1 day left of the gardener, but... So here's the question. Do I just throw everything into the shrine? Because from my current understanding, it seems to be the shrine's effect lasts a number of days equal to however many 10 coins we have plus 1. So if I dumped everything in, whatever benefit I got would last us 20 days. I'm gonna be fully honest. I don't like the idea of grabbing the hovel here. Man. Part of me just wants to look up the shrine in the benefits to just target pick something. If I'm gonna invest that much money, I would want to target pick it, but I feel like again that's kind of breaking the spirit of the game. So we're gonna grab the tool shed. Ooh, that's actually really good. A metal detector will get us more money and keys. Watering can for what we watering can't. $69 offerings would be nice. Oh, right. I'm hoping we can uncover the secret of the mechanarium. My bigger hope is to get the laboratory. So let's just get the laboratory right here. Make it easy. Dang. Library. Come on. The doors in this room are securely locked. As much as I want to grab the drafting studio and get the final room, I want to get the closed exhibit here. Because now I have... Oh, wait, I thought the crown was, like, toppled over or something. Okay, so we got that again, but there's no way in. Well, there's the commissary. I can also just get the storeroom here. Why not? Let's get some keys. Okay. Pool hall. Pool hall is good. I don't think there's anything here because it's not going beep. Alrighty. Let's start off with 12. 4 divided by 3 rounded is 1.3, so it's going to be 1. 5 rounded to that is going to be 10. 10 minus 6 rounded to the nearest 100 is 0. Wait, no, that's times 6. That's 60, so that's 100 minus divided by 20 is 3. Oh, wait, no, it's 5. Gosh darn it. 12, 1, 10. Hold on. Somebody else is in a phone call. They're getting picked up in the background. There we go. Because they're in a work call right now. That should not getting picked up on the stream. Okay, so 10 times 6 rounded is 100. Divided by 20 is 5. 20 divided by 3 is 6.7. Rounded is 7. There's the 7. Man, you actually need to be good at math. That's not good. Reading nook. Grab our key. West Wing Hall, good. Go this way. Coin. That's what I needed. Observatory. We'll take that. Why not? 45 stars. Ooh. Honestly, if I get both of these, I can get the freezer and the furnace. I think it's 2. I think we just do a normal run. I don't like the 4-way corridor, and I don't like the well, so if I get the 4-way room, that gets me the Mechanarium, but it makes it a lot harder for me to find my... Also, like, what am I supposed to do? Banner of the King. Blueprints more likely to be drawn today. I should have done that a long time ago. Alright, so now if we look, I've got the Rotunda, I've got the gallery. These are all dead ends. Oof. You know what? Let's get the four-way room going. I don't need dead ends. So, wasted 2 steps. It's fine. Den. Den? Conference room. Conference room. That way whatever I need is actually in here. Yikes. I don't like any of these. Archives. Well, so there's the Mechanarium, but we don't need it just yet, because I don't even have any rooms. But if we grab the workshop... Sledgehammer. We can grab a 4-way room here. Ooh. The Electric Eel Aquarium is a power source. We're not taking the ballroom. Does that do anything? It does not. East wing, dining room. Dining room's good here. Fortunately... Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take the dining room. What would possibly be 3 here? I don't know. We're going to take the dining room. Dining room's safer. Gets me steps. Oh, lunchbox is what it's pinging me for. Alright, we're going to go this way. Go straight. We're going to take this confidential room. Hopefully it goes straight. Dang, it does not. Turn off the gymnasium, turn on the garage, turn off the keycard system. So we at least have that rolling for us. Unfortunately, it did not go the direction we wanted. We take this archived plan. That costs us a gem. Good. If I recall, this one's going to be 0415, because we count the small gates in this room is what reveals that answer. We're not going to use that key just yet. Ooh, the kennel? Yeah, I wanted to go ahead and take the kennel here. Good boy! He's such a good boy. You're also a good boy! They're such good boys. Alright. One, two. We only have 3. So I gotta take something else. We're gonna take this random archived room. Arg! Doesn't work. Because that's blocked off there, so... Hall of Mirrors is a dead room. Good boy, though. Yes, you are. And you're also a good boy. Pet the good boys. Good boys have been pet. We have achieved our goal. I'm gonna go ahead and grab security here. That's another mechanical room. View state inventory. 1 fruit, 4 gems, lockpick kit, and paper crown. Cool keycard system. Set security level to low. Change offline mode to unlocked. Does this do what I think it does? Can I sneak over this now? I don't think it's actually doing anything, unfortunately. Use state, keycard system, keycard settings, set security level. High. Is there a camera pointing to the room I'm wanting to see? No, there's not. That's frustrating. Yoink. Whoo. One major key, one minor key. Gets me the secret garden. We'll do it. Mostly because it gets me another way into the room of mirrors. So I will go in here. No! You found a duplicate copy of one of your floor plans. Would you like to? Yes! Cool. No. Yes. Money. Okay, that's cool. Let's go back down. Yoink. Okay. I think I'm like one away from being able to just go in any direction. But I can't cut through here just yet. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I kind of like this room better, but this room still messes with me, so I want to explore it and go ooh ah everybody, ooh ah, but yeah, it's still triggering me. So we're leaving. Trippy, yeah. It is cool though. I do need to be I think we just go to this archived floor plan. Ooh, I'll take that. Yoink, yoink. Yoink, yoink. It is a puzzle room, though, so it's not quite the room I was hoping for. And we're going to go ahead and use the secret garden key here. Specifically, so I at least get to this room. But also, now in the conference room, we got a lot of steps we can pick up. There we go. There. We're gonna go this way. Oh, that's a lot of items. But I don't need to go to the attic. Do I? What would I be looking for in the attic? I don't think there's any items. We have... The only thing I would really be getting is keys, but, like, I need steps. Treasure trove makes it better, but then I would use a key. This is a mailroom. Right, smash. Ooh. There's the den. I do need to be careful because we are getting a little low on steps, so I can't do a whole bunch of adventuring. I'm going to take these coins as well. Cloister of Rhina. Sure, we'll take that. I don't see a reason why not to. Makes things safe. Watering can. Beautiful. Lockpick kit. We're just going to use a regular key. We're going to take the den here. Smash. Dang. Not going to lie, I was hoping for more dice. I hope we have enough gems. I'm a little worried about our gem count right now. We're gonna go ahead and take this archived because it's likely to be a attic. It's not what I wanted. That's the last thing I would have wanted. Magnifying glass. Broken lever. Yoink. I've already lost count on how many things I've grabbed. Map. Where are we going with this map? Okay, yeah, we can do that. I think that's everything in the attic. Okay. Lockpick kit. Do I have enough rooms for the mechanarium? 1. So we're just going to go long. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mechanarium would be 5. So the answer is still no. But I can find it again. So we're going to take the mechanarium because it helps power itself. Where there's a silver key, there must be a silver door. Ooh! Mechanarium has this lever available to us? Oh, we already pulled it. I didn't know that the mechanarium could do that. Okay, good to know. Oh yeah, I need to add to my list. So for the nursery, nothing. I would have thought the nursery would have done something very nice. We're not going to use the special key here. We're going to take the archives. Does this make things even worse for us? All right, we can go back and eat now. Gonna go ahead and eat that. Okay, doesn't make it terrible. I need to draft this. Power source. Let's go. So that's 6. Use a regular key. Laboratory. We're a little late on the lucky rabbit's foot. Let's see if I can get something good with an experiment, I guess. Probably not. Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. Whenever you draft an archived floor plan. Ooh. Whenever you draft 2 more. Permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. I don't see why not. Or I could set my steps to 40. I like money, though. We'll start the experiment. Also, I should have set that experiment up long ago. Oh well. Yeah, we'll take the dark room here. So here's a thing I've never actually done. I've never drafted a room from here, so I wonder if this changes anything. Right now, I don't think so. Adds locker room. You know, the pool says adds locker room right there. Can't believe I've never considered that. We're gonna go ahead and take this archived plan. I don't have to go in there. Yoink. We're gonna try. We're gonna go ahead and use key 8 here. Improve our allowance just a little bit further. Bear is sloth, if I recall. Lion is envy. Swan is next to this fin. Doggy is on the end. You are gluttony. The elephant is wrath because he's mad. And the rabbit is avarice. Yoink. More allowance. Ooh, we're at 72 allowance. We are running out of steps. This gets me a lot of steps back. I think it's just safer just to do this. Yum, yum, yum. I don't need that gem. Basement key does not fit. We are going to go straight forward, hopefully with this. Your allowance has been raised. Prism key. That's rough, buddy. Alright, we're going to go all the way back to the foundation. No. Yes, we're going to go all the way back to the foundation. That is, which one's faster? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 1, 2, nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, but this also gets me to the dining room, which allows me to eat food. So this is the path we're going to take. We can also eat food on the way back, wherever we may so find it. Right, food got spread in here. Oh, that is so cool. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum. There we go. Much better. And then we're going to run all the way across. Completely forgot that did I grab the key in here? Did. Is there anything I want to make? Oh, I completely forgot to dig in the archives. Oh well. I guess we'll do that later. Eat this. Have dinner. I can't get to anything over there or there, so no point. Ooh, money. We're gonna go this way. There's the furnace. We're gonna go ahead and take the archived plan. Raise our allowance. Another observatory. All right, let's recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I now have enough for the mechanarium, so if I find it, we have to just pick it. Well, we're going to go ahead and take this. Improve our allowance. We're at 46 stars now. Yes, improve our chances even further. Apples are even more delicious. If I could find a telescope, that'd be amazing. Alrighty, come on, mechanarium. This is, I think, my last chance, so we're gonna re-roll everything for the mechanarium. Special keys, silver key. More likely to get the mechanarium. Redraw. Redraw. We'll go to the gift shop. A new addition has been added. The Cursed Coffers, a permanent addition to the shrine. None would dare open it. Ooh, dare mode. We got the plushie! It's been permanently added to the master bedroom. And we'll buy it. What else do I need? Blue tent. Only be purchased if you've proven it and by attaining 8 trophies in your trophy room. We're at 5. So... Do I improve my allowance or do I start off with extra keys? I think we'll go with the Dove. If the coast is not clear, lower the 8D to warn us. Lower the Queen. How would we lower the Queen? Alrighty. So, we are now at 76 allowance. That's awesome. And we're going to have... Well, we're not going to have a whole bunch of keys. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do now... we'll go to the arc... Oh, I can't dig it up. I don't have a shovel. So no point in doing that. I think that's it for this run, unfortunately. Yeah, heavily unfortunate. shame we weren't able to get the Mechanarium. I'm still on good on time, so I'm planning on doing one more. I don't need to do anything for the Dark Room. We're going to go to the boudoir, and we're going to end the day. Can you not pet the pigeons? Is there not any pigeons to pet? No, pigeons are not dogs. You can't pet the pigeons. Alright, we are going to end our day in here. We still have so much money, but there's nothing for me to spend it on. Unplayable? I don't think there's anywhere else for me to go. We're gonna go and call it a day inside the boudoir. And... the Garden Shopping Center. We're gonna do one more day. There's no way this day will possibly go 2 hours and make me regret my life decisions. Day 42. I feel like... well, I really do feel like I started the other day... hold on. We're gonna... okay, so I did start at day 40, so I didn't lose a day. I had to check. We did not lose a day, so that's not... so nursery seemed to have done nothing. Boudoir so far seems to have done nothing. It also has no bed, so I won't be too surprised about that. As a reminder, there we are. So we have 5 trophies. We're 3 bullseyes away. We have 76 money. This day's only just begun. Sleeping mask. Yoink, yoink. Alrighty. Everyone, last and final day. Make a wish. I wish to unlock the secrets of the Mechanarium. We'll see. We're going to be using our king power. Because if I get a hovel, I'm going to be wanting to go with a bedroom run. But if I get the hovel, do I just end the day in the hovel? Not yet. But it also just means that our gems don't matter to us. So do I use my king power to get beds? Or do I use my king power to really just try to get our Mechanarium a-rolling? Banner of the King. I also don't have to choose a power yet. Yes, I do. We now have to choose a power. We're going to just start off with blue. Okay, so I can't undo it. So I need to actually decide what I want when I'm starting the day. Good to know. Immediately we get a workshop. Gets us going in the right direction. Battery is always nice. Conservatory? No. This would be a good time for us to get the storeroom. It's a dead end. Alright. Storeroom's always good. We are currently at one mechanical room. Excuse me? These are all just bad. Go ahead and take the pantry here. We'll go into the walk-in closet. Hopefully it's not nothing but gems. There we go. There's 4. Observatory is the only way to keep moving forward. It's a risk of us going for blue rooms is too many dead ends. I don't want dead ends. Don't want dead ends. But if we get a shop... Security's good here. Gets me one thing that I want. Keycard. Shame. Estates inventory. Yep. Keycard system. Settings. Security level. We're going to start off with low. Offline mode. Unlocked. And exit. Drawing room is good here. Also has to go in 2 different directions. Downside is it eats up my steps. If I go with the utility closet, it's a dead end. An attic gets me a lot of items. We're going to go with the utility closet. Because if I go north from this room... I find it interesting that the cabinet is a crossed out room in here. I'm just checking everything on this again in case there's just something I missed. Doesn't look like it. I almost guarantee you this is going to lead to a garage. It does lead to garage. How fascinating. Let's redraw floor plan, shall we? I can also just take the gallery. We'll take the gallery here. Yoink, yoink. Money and key. We're going to wait on going forward a little further. And we'll set the security key card, set security level high. Back and exit. How much you want to bet today's Tuesday and I'm not going to find that other room? Oh, 15 steps. Yeah, no thank you. Let's redraw. We're at 1, 2, we're at 3. So that's no good. We're just going to take the kennel here. And then we could pet the good boys. Look at this good boy. We get to pet the good boy. Cat. pool hall. All right, 3. 7 rounded to that is going to be 10. Starting off with 16 times 2 is 32. Rounded to the nearest 10 is 30. Divided by 10 is 3 times 2 is 6. Rounded to the nearest 10 is 10. 20 is 6.6. Rounded to that is going to be 7. Fantastic. Get the key card. Dining room. Sounds good to me. So we can get our steps back whenever it is time, because we are on level 4. We're going to try to work our way back down. Special keys. Woohoo! Electric Eel Aquarium gets us another mechanical room. Ah, shoot. No, I completely realized I forgot to do something in security. We're actually gonna pet the good boy. And then Swan Song. Log into network. I need to do the lab. I need to get better in the habit of doing this. Alright, remote terminal access. View active terminals. Laboratory. Yes. Alrighty. Our goal is to get 1 billion aquariums. Is what our goal is. Enter experiment setup. Dang. Permanently add 1 gold, I guess. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room. Oh, that's not actually going to happen. For each bedroom you draft after the second. Probably not going to happen. We'll see. But we already have 2. I really was hoping to get the one that were like, oh, whenever you draft a red room. And then gain aquariums. That would have been perfect. But we can't have nice things. Coat check. We're to get our lucky rabbit's foot. Sounds good to me. Your allowance has been raised. This also gets us more steps. Dang. Conference room. We're not going to go that way just yet. All right, how many rooms are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 2 more, right? Or is it +1 and I only need 1 more room? All right, what room am I looking for? We are looking for the boiler room, the pump room, so the pool would be nice. think we redraw here, right? There's the pool. That's what I was looking for. Awesome. I guess we go this way first. So there's our trunks. Ah. Go this way first. Locker room. Spread keys throughout the house. Which, as we know, means we're going to go back to the conference room. Boiler room. All right. So there's that room. We're just going to look in here, I guess. Is there anything of value down here? I don't think so. No items that I'm going to want. I am, however, going to flip this switch so we can turn this power on. And facing that way, I want to actually power the pool, I guess. And then we'll switch this back this way, even though it really doesn't matter. So unfortunately, this is not being powered, so since we have keys spread throughout the entire house, we're just going to open up both these trunks and hope there's some more keys in here, at least in one of them. Ooh, that's a key. Heck yes. We'll take that secret garden key. All right. That's a lot of keys. Yoink. 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 Really? Just the 4? I mean, it's better than nothing. We will use the secret garden key. Yoink, 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 yoink. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Eat everything. Alrighty. So our next goal, of course, now is we are looking to find the mechanarium now. Because we got the boiler room. So if we recount, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we should have enough mechanical rooms. We could just attempt to be safe and go north here. Ooh, I'll take that. We're going to also go ahead and flip this switch. Just in case. was going to say, this is more than likely going to be locked. We're going to go ahead and use key 8 here. We can now go and eat our meal. Let's raise our allowance even further. I like free money. Wrong. I don't know if this is supposed to be a thing for me to be able to fill this out every single time, but I do appreciate it. Because it makes getting through this endgame stuff a lot easier and a little more bearable for me. We're not supposed to struggle at every instance of the game. The further you get, it should be easier. Alright. Well, that is heavily unfortunate. We're going to redraw here. Laboratory. That works for me. So now we know 100%. If we find the mechanarium, we got it. I am okay with this. We're not going to go downstairs. No reason for me to go downstairs yet. We're going to go all the way to the dining room. Let's go ahead and eat the sirloin steak. We do not have a showroom, but that's okay. Porthouse steak. My bad. I got it wrong. And let us continue, shall we? Mechanarium. We'll go ahead and take the den here, even though it's kind of the worst option. Mechanarium. There it is. The other door's... Upgrade disc. Nice. Oh, right. Completely forgot. I already opened it. Just in case, reopen it. So that's the only way I'm going to get across to the other side. Where there's a silver key, there must be a silver door. Behind the 8th door. Don't tell me I need all 8. Oh, thank goodness. We got the sanctum key. So we were right about that. Let's go ahead and grab the library, I guess. Not gonna use silver key on this door. Wine cellar, sure. We're getting nothing but blue rooms. I need... to make sure we sleep in the hovel. I need to remember that. Okay. We're gonna go to the foundation first. And I at least want to accomplish the sanctum key. Going straight up from here. And we know this is the key Waiting behind the last door of 8. This is Sanctum Key number 6. I would say it was worth picking up the King Power for this, but I definitely want to break this down if I get the chance. I definitely want to, what am I thinking? I want to find the last 2 Sanctum keys. We'll figure out what those are for. Where to go this way? Alrighty. This is the symbol of Corinthia. The color is supposed to be orange. Where is my color, my cheat sheet? Corinthia. I don't think I know their... I don't think I actually know their form of transportation. I don't think they're turtleback, so that makes that easy. I don't think they're flight. So Corinthia map-wise, they are the one that's furthest to the west, next to Borajai. Oh wait, I have my cheat sheet here on this other page. Alright, so we know Corinthia is going to be orange. Orange. It's triangles. 100% know that. Orange academic, because something I read said that they were academic. That's the weather. I can't click the thing I'm trying to click. Alright, because I read something that specifically said, or sort of like the academics of Corinthia. So we know 2 of them. So the real question is what weather do they typically follow? Because we know orange, academia. What is their primary form of travel? What do I know about Corinthia? Corinthia... They're not naval. Corinthia was not involved with the train network, so it's not going to be trains. So it could be roads, horseback, or aviation. We're going to try roads first. I forget, is it this lever? Nope, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted to keep it on roads. I actually think that they're going to be roads. It's either that or horseback. Not turtle. Not naval. So I want to start with roads. And then... what weather? I don't think they're going to be stormy. I don't think it's going to be heat. Is there anybody that's about the snow? Arch Aries is stormy. Maybe snow? Orange. Let's try this. I know my history. First try. That's what happens when you study academics. That actually felt really good. Morajai Box, the university variation. Far from the port towns of the lesser islands, the academics of Korarsia, Kararika were among the last strongholds where the puzzle box fad spread. Unlike the other realms, whose region rule variations emerged organically over time, the students of Kararika designed orange tiles by committee, voting on student-submitted designs and picking the one they felt best represented the realm. When these tiles are pressed, if the majority of adjacent tiles share a color, then the pressed tile will change to that color. Yeah, we know. See? Orange. This swaps. Oh, wait. I think I remember. Because these go down. Yep. Oops. Swap. Swap, swap. Swap. Swap, swap. One, two, three, four. That's one of the easier ones. More allowance. Don't mind if I do. I love starting off with 81 free gold at the start of the day. That's a beautiful piece of art. And they have a furnace here, I think trying to hint to me that I need to use the furnace in the frozen room. So, do I have enough time tonight? Oh, not really. There have been fewer and fewer opportunities the further we travel up into the mountains to attend to my correspondence, and I find myself regretting having brought so many books. Oh, there's the last stamp. Dang it. As this is the first realm I've visited without porters. Here, every person is expected to carry their own belongings, and if you can't, you throw away that which is expendable. It's looking like I'll be bringing back less souvenirs than I had planned. I'd never expected to appreciate the cold, but the frigid weather here is a welcome relief among from the sweltering shores of Vera. Herbert. P.S. I end up forsaking all but one of my books. That is a shame. So next chance I get the magnifying glass, we gotta collect the last stamp. There we go. So we now have 6 of the sanctum keys opened. We only have 2 more. One behind the door, behind the throne, where a king is sitting on, which I really don't have a lot of rooms left. And the second, I have it written down in my notes. Hold on. Held by a king on his throne. The second is locked tight in the vault of a bank. So in other words, I still need to find vault keys. Like a true vault hunter. There we go. I'm satisfied with that. 2 more sanctum keys. Oh yeah, we have an upgrade disc to use. Maybe I should raise the water level again. I kept it lower because I've been thinking about I needed to keep the water level lower. But I don't think so anymore. Alright, we're gonna go to the locker room. And we still want to make sure we have enough steps to go back to the hovel and end our day there. Do I? I don't have the keys to just open everything up, so we're not going to. Well, there's the trophy room. Alright, well, we go back, because I don't want to block everything off. But we did achieve our goal, so it's okay if we're not able to completely finish this house. That's fine. We got the Mechanarium maxed out. And that was our biggest goal for all of this. So much so, do I go ahead and just return the Lucky Rabbit's Foot? I think we do, because we're running low on steps. I don't think we're going to find a vault key and because it's going to take me, that's a lot of steps. And if I want to go to the hovel, yeah, we're going to go ahead and check in the Lucky Rabbit's Foot. We're going to go back to security. Down, correct? Yep. We go down from here. Where's the good boy? There's the good boy who gets his pets. Good boy. All right. Next upgrade. The bunk room. If you have exactly 2 hallways when drafting this room, double your keys or double your gems. Oh, if you have exactly 2 green rooms, or if you have exactly 2 shops, double your coinage. I think we just double the keys because this is the only thing that in the end, because eventually I'm going to have so much of an allowance, my money's not going to matter anyways. If we buy the axe enough, gems aren't going to matter anyways. We're going to go ahead and double our keys. I need to, I'll grab a gem, but I don't think I need it. We're doing just fine. I'm gonna just grab the treasure trove. I think I'm ready to just end this day. So much money. That was good. That was really good. Alright, so let's just do a quick count, because I need to get back to the entrance. If I go down to utility closet, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and I'm already out of steps, so there's no point in me continuing. So we're going to go ahead and just unlock this trunk. What's in here? The true treasure of the trove is not in this room. Okay, then where? It's in this room. Where is it? It was found in the friends we made along the way. Yep. All right, time to go back to the hovel and end the day. That was actually still a pretty good day. We got a lot done. The king, the banner of the king is interesting. Do I have... So we don't have to activate the banner of the king, which is the interesting thing about the power. Nom. All right, let's go sleep outside. I really want to continue. I don't think you guys understand how much I really want to continue. All right. So, by following the clues, the correct thing is... Ooh, what's here? 4, 5. Okay, hold on. Before I do this... 4, 5, 2, 9, 2. So there's... Hold on. What is sleep? Where's room 46? Let's see, 45 rooms. All right, so we are going to go ahead and just write down 4, 5, 45 times 2 equals 90. Divided by 9 equals 10. Minus 2 equals 8. We also have 4 plus 5 equals 9 times 2 equals 18. Divided by 9 equals 2 minus 2 equals 0. Four, 5, 2, 9, 2. Is this supposed to be 45 or 4 plus 5? Because that is a very interesting thing to just randomly have. House history. You could see all of our progress. I didn't have a lot of houses that kind of just ended early. Okay, so it was day 18 was the first day I actually fully built the house. Stately House of Cogs. This was a successful garden inn. Look at all the garden inns. That's so cool that it actually saves that. It's not too many times where I just have to end the house early. 5. 36. 37. 38. 39. And then we had the start of today. 40 with all the courtyards. 41. And then, of course, we have 42. I'm going to call it a day. And we now have 6 of our symbols. 6 symbols. We have 6 letters. I don't know where to find the last 2 letters yet. I'm going to go and call it a day. The Clockwork Jigsaw House. Yep, I'm satisfied. And the hovel was the outer room. Alrighty. So, where we're going to pick up, probably tomorrow, hopefully as soon as I can. We're going to figure out what happens after we sleep in the hovel. I'm excited to figure it out, because that definitely was a clue. But unfortunately, I have work tomorrow. So I gotta pretend to be a filthy, responsible adult. And pretending is fun. Where's my towel? Okay. We'll have to find out. I'm gonna put a question mark here. And then leave the pencil pointing at that. Hopefully I can remember. Thank you all so much for tuning on in. We made great progress. Got a sanctum key. It was a good day. We got the sanctum key. Hopefully it wasn't Tuesday and I lost my opportunity for a full week. And we're going to have to use the king power in order to find the red room at some point. And I need to get the drawing room. Not the drawing room. The one that allows me to get the room to get the last... the drafting house. So that way I can get the last room. The solarium. Which is another greenhouse. So for my green strategies. Woohoo. I need to figure out how to get to that bit really the red rum. Yeah, red rum. May have to just do a red rum at some point. Maybe. Maybe. That'll do it. We're also 2 days away from being done with the dartboards. And I guess I will want to do a whole bunch of red rooms in order to get the parlor game, because the parlor room has not shown up in a while. I think I also made it standard rarity. So I did make it harder for me to find. So I shot myself in the foot in completing that one. But definitely with the king power, we can force it. Because there's only, like, now 11 red rooms total for me. Because we got our aquarium, which is a good red room. We have our parlor room. We have the weights room. We have the gymnasium. We have the closet now. We have the chapel. Am I able to say... Yeah, we're not going to mess with that. I don't want to accidentally delete something. We have the furnace. You know what? That's something we're going to be doing is we need to melt the freezer. Now, the question is how close do I need the furnace to be to fully melt the freezer? Hopefully, just 2 tiles away is good enough. I can only hold my breath on that. I guess one other thing I'm going to want to do is fully inspect the mirror room. Because the mirror room is interesting. I don't like it. It gives me... Not going to lie, that room gives me actual anxiety. I enter it and everything inside of me just starts screaming. Start panicking. So, I don't like the mirror room. I may have to just make that room rare if I find all the secrets on that room. But we need to find out how to get that red crown, and unfortunately, I don't know how. So, we'll figure it out. Thanks for tuning in. I'm rambling. Have a good night.